What's up, Rockstars? Today I'm going to be unboxing one of the coolest accessories I have ever seen for a board game, bar none. I am super stoked to do this. It's going to blow everything I do just to a whole new level when it comes to interacting with my patrons and just some community members and just gaming in general. This will change quite a bit. I'm excited. Let's get to it. All right, now as always, while I'm opening this, I'd like to thank my patrons and YouTube members for financially supporting me. It is through their financial support that I can get things like this. It's through their financial support that I can ensure that I stay financially independent from game developers and game companies, so that anything I review, I did not get money for, so that you know that it's my honest opinion that's speaking and not my wallet, because I think that's important. So thank you to them. If you can't afford that though, or you don't want to, I can understand that, both of those reasons really. And so there's, just a like or a comment or a subscribe or a share. There's an Amazon link. If you're just doing your normal Amazon stuff, I can get a kickback from that. There's a merch store. There's all sorts of stuff you can do if you want. All that's in the description below, as well as a link to this. So let's go ahead and open. This is a kind of interesting box too. It feels very like earth-friendly, like recycled and stuff like that. And it's quite skinny too, and just kind of long and big, which is not like a normal board game box that I'm used to. All right, and they got a little like cross wrapping on it. That's funny. All right, let's see if we can't. It's like wrapped in there, huh? All right, there's a little bit of space here. Looks like this probably had it okay. Not the most protective wrap. However, it is a box in a box. So let's go ahead. Move that. Got some silica as well. Alright, so we got that. Alright, and then we have the Vorpal board here. This is kind of the main box, obviously, and this is their logo. I don't know exactly how they decided on that logo, but it's that symbol everywhere. Okay, and this is kind of cool. So right off the bat, let me see if we can get that in camera, just sort of, kind of. You have the Vorpal board. Thank you for all the support and for backing our Kickstarter. We hope you never miss a game night again. To get started, please visit vorpalboard.com/setup. The Vorpal team has a QR code, which is pretty darn cool. All right, so what do we have here? We have this. This is actually one of the main reasons I got this. It's exactly for this. So this is, let me go and tighten this up a little bit, where your phone would go, and then there's going to be a clamp of some kind that this slots into, and all it does is it kind of goes over your, it's a hinge here, and then a hinge here, so it's kind of a two hinge, and then this one here too, so it's really angled well, and this can go sideways, as you can see right here, so you can flip however you need to, so that your camera can essentially stream your game board, which is super useful. That's really the only thing you're going to be streaming. Everything else is digitized. So I guess let's go ahead and talk through some of this. Now, I don't actually know card index sheet. Okay, so I don't actually know what this is for. I guess it's to put cards in. Maybe you can scan them all at once or something. I don't know. That's kind of interesting. Looks like you have a few of them all numbered. Then you have this. This is kind of the key here. And really, you could do this without ever buying this, because really, it's kind of funny for a box like this. What you kickstart is the software, really. The camera app that says component scanning sheet automatically detects when it's on here, and it'll automatically kind of take the picture and crop it accordingly. That's why it kind of has this funky background. For instance, you would use something big like this for like a Storm Thunder character sheet, right? Or any kind of character sheet like that that's kind of big. You would scan it on here so you can get that nice big component scanned and then digitized. So for my videos, for instance, I use Plex, where I rip all of my movies that I've legally bought, and I want to be able to stream them just like Netflix or something like that. My kids aren't constantly... I've bought Frozen 3 times. That's what caused me to actually digitize it to begin with. My kids kept breaking the CD or losing it or scratching it or whatever. So I'm like, well, now I've bought Frozen and I can digitize it, and I did my whole library, and I've never looked back. It's fantastic. And this is kind of doing that in a way for your whole board game collection. So unlike Tabletop Simulator, unlike Tabletopia, unlike anything else out there, any app-driven game, anything like that, this works with every single game in your library, except perhaps maybe a dexterity game or something like that. But otherwise, seriously, this is so versatile. It's genius. I'll talk a little bit as we kind of go through. So here is a light with some Velcro, and then it looks like probably no batteries. So I have to go and put batteries in this, but this is just to provide a light instead of a box. You'll see that here soon. And here's the clamp. So looking at this, it's got the nice kind of cushion on here. However, there is no cushion on here. And if I've used these before on other tables, I won't be using that on my dining room table. So, what I will do instead is you can put some, foam on here. You can put a piece of cardboard on there. You can do some felt. There's all sorts of things you can do to kind of add one there. It would have been nice to have this cushioned as well. I've never actually seen one pre-cushioned. But this can dig a hole in there, and you can tighten this enough to where this screw in the middle even is kind of digging in there, especially if you accidentally hit it and you knock it and it kind of starts to jerk around a little bit. Not good. That's where you slot it in and then you screw that in to tighten it. So definitely want to protect your stuff there. Okay. Look at the next box. This is not a box. It is just a container. So I'll leave it in there. A spacer. All right. So this is the. Oh, yep. Here it is. Okay. So let's see what this is. Well, I guess first I'll talk a little bit about. So I felt this on my finger. There's a kind of cabinet door kind of stopper thing here. I do notice a little bit of kind of a wear here from just being cut. It looks like. So there is a little bit there. This side is completely clean, but a little bit right there. Again, you're really backing this for the software, but this is an important piece, and I'll explain why in a little bit. And it looks like a few scuff marks, perhaps. I don't know if that rub out or it doesn't look like it. So maybe a couple small imperfections, but this is nice. The kind of work they did there, I think looks nice. Okay. Oh, this is appreciated. So there's a little cardboard in between so they don't scratch at each other. And yep. Okay. So this is the main kind of deal here. So what this is the box. And what it is you put your phone on the bottom with the camera facing up with the app open, right? And then this is the top of the box, and you lift this up, you lay down a card here on this kind of plastic glass, organic glass thing here. You lay that down and it instantly takes a picture and you're good to go. Maybe not quite instantly, but it does it without you interacting with it. So the app is looking for this color again. And when it detects that, it'll scan and automatically crop the card that you scanned in there. This is useful because even if you have a webcam or something like that, you don't really have a good way of showing if it's a competitive game or some game where you aren't supposed to know what the people have. A co-op game is fine. You can see everybody's cards, but for a game where you're not supposed to know if there's a secret card or something like that, you can stick it face down there. I have not seen it. It scans it in there and then they can grab it. And so that, I don't have to necessarily even do it. So it comes flipped on the digital part where I won't see it and then they can have it and they can flip it once it's in their hand and see it and I won't be able to see it. So a very important tool there. This is really nice, by the way, too. Looks like that's gonna, just be really nice. This kind of leather here. It feels smooth. You can tell it doesn't like clink or anything like that. You can tell where it was kind of pieced there, and then there's a line here. Looks like a little bit of a divot here as well. There's probably one there. Yep, there's one there too. So that's just how they stuck it on there by the looks of it. But well, actually, these two are there. I don't know what the other two pieces are, but either way, this looks super nice. Okay, another separator, appreciate that. And as you can see, they really went to make it nice, to where it just kind of works. So it has all this leather here, and I can't believe I just said it just kind of works. It's very MacBook of me. I feel gross now. All right, so get this out of the way, and I'll kind of show you this. In fact, let's see, because there are no build instructions that I can tell. Let's see if I can do this. So again, it stacks down really nice and flat, which is nice, but then when you're ready, it pops right up. You can see the Velcro there where the light goes. And again, that's just to provide some light. I don't know what batteries this takes, but you can stick that on there. And then you need the top. Here's the bottom. I'm assuming, yes, because it has that. It probably goes like this. I bet this slides in right here. Look at this. This is live, man. We're doing it live. Let's see. Just like that. Okay. And then this should just kind of slot in there. It might be the other way. We'll see. I don't know. Let's see, does it fit in there? Does it just sit there on top? No. No, surely. Surely. Maybe it does go the other way. No. That would seem kind of weird, wouldn't it? And not that it should matter either. All right, so let's take a look at this. I can do this, guys. Okay, so right here, there are some kind of rounded corners. So I bet what you do is you kind of wedge it in there. Aha, yep. Almost. There we go. Okay. So there it is. So you would grab your phone, don't have it on me, and just lay it with the camera facing up. You'd open up the app and say, okay, I'm ready. You lay it there, and then you just place the card in there. You close it. You wait a couple seconds. You take it out. It's taken it. It's digitized it, and it's put it in your game where then the player that needs it can get it. And I think that is super cool. So this was really nice to do, and it looks nice. I like this. I like the leather. It feels very sturdy, actually. Even, it's a little wobbly. That's because it, then you take it all down when you're done. You unhook that, and you take this and you flatten it, and there you go. So super cool. I cannot wait to actually use this. What I'm going to be doing, again, is I'm going to be digitizing my games, and here's why I wanted to do this. First of all, I don't like the virtual nature of everything. I like to still kind of have a way to kind of feel like I'm playing a little bit. And so having it where they're playing it, but I have all my stuff here, so I'm playing the board game, and then everybody else is kind of tuning in, whether it's on their phone or their tablet or, a PC or anything like that, is super cool. The other nice thing is that, I've tried to play with my patrons before. I try to kind of play, games. So I've played Storm Thunder with them. I've played Oathsworn with them and stuff like that. It's nice to play the preview copies, the prototype copies with them. So again, if you want in on that, again, there is a link down below to the Patreon, but this isn't really a plug for that. I'm just telling you my use case for it. And when I do that, it's a little weird because I have to always roll the dice, and I'm stuck at rolling dice. It'll be nice when I can digitize the dice and they can roll it. If they want to, shuffle their hands, they can do that or discard. And it's a lot less management on me, so that when I'm doing this, it's not me running everybody, essentially, right? I have to move the people and I have to, do all that. But other than that, it just works with every game I own. So I can just kind of play this with, Storm Thunder. I can play this with Conan. I cannot wait to play Conan with my patrons. It's going to be so awesome. It's the first game I want to digitize for sure. And like I said, I kind of done this with my movies with Plex, and I want to kind of start doing this with my board games too. So that regardless of anything, I always kind of have an ability to play with anybody. If my buddy's sick and we were going to play our next, chapter in our mission, our narrative campaign or something like that, he can just tune in on his PC and we can still game together, still get through that story, and hopefully not die, or, whatever it is we're trying to do, stop Cthulhu from summoning. I'm excited. This is pretty darn cool. Again, I will have a link down below for you guys to kind of check this out if you're interested. This was like $75. It's super cheap because, really, it's nice, but it's minimal, right? And really that's just because of the clamp here and then the scanner here and the dinky little light thing. You could just do this with your phone and a piece of colored paper and the software. So super cool and excited about that. So anyway, that's Vorpal Board. That's really all there is to it. I'll go ahead and make sure that there is a little snippet of their kind of ad reel just so you have a sense of what it is. So I'll play that at the end here, and then we'll just kind of close the video. So thanks so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. I'll be back with another video here very soon. Thank you so much for supporting and watching all these years. I really do appreciate it. And stay tuned for my end of year videos. I'm going to do several top 10s. I'm going to do a game of the year award. I'm going to be doing all sorts of the upcoming 2021 video, that huge thing I'm working on. It's going to be massive. There's stuff there that you don't even know about yet. It's going to be good. So be sure to be subscribed and stay tuned for that. And again, I will talk to you guys again really soon.
We all wish we could play more board games, but it can be hard to get everyone together in person. If only there was a way for our online friends to join us at the table. Introducing Vorpal Board, the platform that makes it fun and easy to play all of your physical board games online with anyone in the world, using the actual pieces. Simply attach your smartphone to the table using the included mounting arm, set up the card scanning box, and launch the Vorpal Board web application in your browser. Your friends can see the entire game on their tablet, laptop, or PC, along with integrated video and audio chat for everyone who is playing. Using the Vorpal Board smartphone app, the game host can scan cards or tiles for any of the remote players that can then be added to their hand and kept secret. Remote players can zoom in on the board, roll dice, see each other's pointers, trade or play cards, and use counters just as if they were sitting at the table. Need to take a break? The Vorpal Board app will save your game right where you left off, so you can jump back in later. Don't let life or distance get in the way. Play the games you love with your friends anywhere, at any time with Vorpal Board. It's your move.